Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Aranyakanda, Chapter 45. Lakshmana leaves Sita to help Rama. Summary. Sita rebukes Lakshmana for he is still here, loitering away even after listening Rama's cry for help. She goes to the extent of slandering him as having intent to woo her, at the cost of Rama's life. Lakshmana tries to pacify her, but in vain, as she persists in her harsh talk. Lakshmana leaves her alone and starts to reach Rama broken-heartedly. Chapter 45 in detail. On identifying the grievous voice that is identifiable with her husband's voice, Sita spoke to Lakshmana. You go at once and check up on Raghava. I have heard the loud yelling voice of highly fretful Rama, whereby my heart or my very entity is not abiding in its place, and it will be apt of you to protect such a brother of yours who is screaming in the forest. He might have come under the subjugation of demons, as with the bull coming under the seas of lions. Hence, you hurry up so as to near such a brother of yours who is seeking protection. So said Sita to Lakshmana. Although she spoke a lot to him in this way, Lakshmana on his part has not moved out, remembering his brother's order to stay guard to Sita. And hence the Janaki, the daughter of Janaka, who is already agitated for Rama's, further spoke to him in the paradox of his not going out of hermitage. You are like a foe of your brother in friend's mane. Saumitri, as you are not making a move towards a brother even if he is in emergency. Because of me, you wish Rama to be completely destroyed, and only because of your cupidity for me, you are not following up on Raghava. It is a definite. Raghava, in direst strait, is the most liked thing to you. Thus I deem, as you have no heart for that brother, and as you are complacently stay behind even when the great resplendent Rama is unseen, after which helpsman you have come here that Rama is undergoing an uncertainty of life and death. As such, I indeed wonder what business you have here now in staying with me at this hermitage. Sita spoke so to Lakshmana. Lakshmana spoke to Sita, the princess from Videha kingdom, who is talking deluged under tears and anguish in that way, as she is fretful like a she-deer. O Vaidehi, your husband is an impossible one to be killed by serpents, asuras, gandharvas, gods, fiends, demons, no doubt about it. O auspicious one, unmarked is some combatant who can counterattack Rama from among gods, humans, gandharvas, birds, ogres, kinnaras, beasts, or O lady, even for horrendous demons, as Rama vies with Indra in any given war. It is unapt of you to talk that way, as Rama cannot be eliminated in a given war. And as for me, I do not venture to abandon you in this forest in the absence of Raghava. Let the most forceful crowns, with all their military forces, or all of the gods together with their heads, why let all the three worlds put together come mutinously, whether jointly or severally. Rama's prowess is irrestrainable. Hence, let your heart be diverted and anxiety divested, as your husband will be returning soon on killing that extraordinary deer. Evidently, it is not the voice of Rama, nor that of any other god, but someone mimicked that voice for Kaisandri, and that must be the illusory voice of the demon Maricha. Similarly in effect to the magical city of Gandharvas, usually created by the magicians in general. And you are an entrustment, O best lady Vaidehi, as the great-souled Rama has entrusted you in my security. As such, I do not dare to leave you off now. O gracious lady, we have become the advisaries of those night walkers insofar as the elimination of Khara and others, and concerning the eradication of Janasthana. The demons are the swaggerers in violence in great forest, and they will be employing various voices Therefore, Vaidhi, just do not bother about it. Thus Lakshmana advised Sita. As for Sita, she became furious on hearing Lakshmana's words of advice, and while her eyes are becoming bloodshot, she spoke these rude sentences to that veracious Lakshmana. You are a debased one, devoid of mercy, thus a dreadful one, and a degrader of your dynasty, and I deem that to derive pleasure from fatal hardship to Rama, you are haranguing all these sermons only on noticing hardships to Rama. It is surprising that the pitiless ones and rivals of your kind who always behave in a cloak and dagger way will tend to commit deadly sins. Lakshmana, and it is not uncommon. You are verily maleficent, for you have singly and covertly followed Rama, who started to forest all alone, or instigated by Bharata only because of me. Whether this is an intrigue of yours or that of Bharata, it is unachievable. Saumitri, how can I long for another commoner when I have put my faith only in the lotus blue complexioned and lotus bright eyed husband of mine, Rama? If that comes to that, I will just discard my life in your presence. Saumitri, do not mistake it. I do not eke out an existence on this earth even for a moment without Rama. Thus Sita threatened Lakshmana. When that self-mortified Lakshmana is addressed in that way, with hair-raising and cruel words by Sita, he spoke to her supplicantly, adjoining his palm fold. I do not venture to reply you mightily, as you are like a deity to me. Women using words that are in a class by themselves is not at all surprising. This sort of bringing stilted words into play is the nature of women, and it is obvious in the world. Women, by their nature, are unbound by the etiquette of decency, whimsical, and they tend to become the artificers of bad deeds. And oh, Vaidhi, the daughter of Janaka, indeed, unbearable are this kind of words that are much the same as burnt iron arrows thrust in between my two ears. Let all of the forest indeed listen as to how you are addressing me with bitter words, though I am reasoning you with curiosity, and let them become my corroborators for the sake of justice. Fie upon you! You are acrimoniously tempered owing to your femininity, and by which impulse you reason, you mistrust me who are presently abiding in my brother's orders. May God damn you for that crotchety. I am going there where Rama is. O lady with best visage, you be blessed, and O broad-eyed one, let all of the forest deities protect you. Gauging by those dangerous forebodings that are now bidding fair, can I to see you again along with Rama on my return or not, that I do not know. Thus Lakshmana spoke to Sita. When Lakshmana spoke to that sorrowful daughter of Janaka, she on her part spoke these curt sentences to him, while tears whelmed her to a fault. Without Rama, I plunge myself in river Godavari, or else I string up myself or discard this body of mine from heights. Thus Sita started to vent out her feelings. I drink deadly poison or I enter a flaring fire, but I will never touch another man other than Raghava. Sita, on declaring to Lakshmana in this way, she who is anguished and weeping bitterly, then started to smite her belly with both of her palms in a heightened agony. Observing the agonized aspect of Sita, the cheerless Saumitri started to cheer her up by repeatedly informing that her husband Rama will come soon. Even then, Sita has not spoken in the least to the brother of her husband, and maintained a silence of antipathy. But then, holding Sita an unusual reverence, that self-resplendent Lakshmana briefly came to her for making a reverential palm fold that briefly, and then he proceeded to the proximity of Rama, while repeatedly looking back at that lonely lady in the thick of forest. Thus, this is the 45th chapter in Aranyakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.